Okay guys, so welcome. We're going to quickly go through your 28-day challenge manual. So front page, so obviously the contents of what's in here. So are you ready to get serious results, some serious results? What I want you to do straight away is take a photo. We'll take actually a few photos. So you'll do that in the Trainer Eyes app. The training and nutrition app that you have access to. I want you to take a photo or your 3 photos it tells you to do straight away. Measure your body weight, put it in the app as well. I'll show you how to do that in one of the other videos. And I want you to set your transformation goals. So you can print this out and write your goal 1, 2, and that should be number 3. Number 3, in terms of what you want to achieve within this transformation challenge. And then write down the 3 actions that you're going to need to action to achieve those goals. Next part is really connect to why you want this. So important when you've got to make decisions that don't necessarily, that aren't easy for you, that don't come naturally, but align with the direction you really want to go with your health. It's really important to remember why you're doing this, and that'll make it a lot easier. So what is required? We need you to commit. You need to be all in. You got to do your program sessions every week. You want to follow your meal plan throughout the challenge, and avoid alcohol, soft drinks at all times, even on the weekends. Really want you to nail it. So you want to have a food diary, which you're going to complete for the first 2 weeks. You're going to send photos through of that. We know that this helps with accountability. It helps you really get some momentum with your food. So this will be very beneficial. Outcomes are going to be a brand new you. So think significant health change. Fat loss, muscle gain, new energy, new confidence. Lots of awesome things are going to happen. So yeah, the food diary is attached at the end of this. We want you to do that for the first 2 weeks. Send through photos. This is part of the challenge. So you can send through photos of that just to prove to us to have that a bit of extra accountability as well. And yeah, we know you're going to get great results from doing that. So then we've just got, the traits of our most successful clients. They do the work. They get to work. They're not excuse makers. They are people who really get in and do their best and really, put the effort in and really just go for it. They ask a lot of questions, big or small. Honestly, any issue that comes up for you, even if you feel silly saying it, just say it. Post it in the group. Send me an email, put it in a check-in, reach out, just anything, because, if you've got a question and it's unanswered, you're going to go on just, letting it sort of hold you back, or letting things aren't going to be perfect. There's going to be sort of, things stopping you from moving forward. The quicker you ask the question, the quicker you get the answer, and the quicker you can move forward. So ask whenever you've got any questions. They also check in every week. Yeah, can't stress this enough. The check-in link, you've seen that. You'll get an email every week as well. Make sure you do that on the Thursday. We'll get a video response back to you. And they also get on the calls. So calls are Tuesdays, 1 in the morning, 1 at midday, at lunchtime for those who can't make the morning one. Get on the calls. They will be good. They will keep you focused, and they will be beneficial. This is just a bit of information for you. I've done all of this work sort of for you. You'll have targets with calories and that sort of thing, and a quality meal plan. But this is just for your own education and some information around how we came to those numbers and a few steps to be focused on. Tips for fat loss. Again, just some things to really think about and to integrate. So have a read through these, how alcohol affects fat loss. Have a read through this as well. I'll leave that for you. This is the training we're going to do. This is the sort of focus we're going to have with training. Obviously, with training, you want to be consistent, have to be consistent. That's the basis upon any good habit. Progressive overload, obviously, you want to slowly increase the amount of work you're doing. Have a read of all of this, though. You've got an individualized program. We've made you one of those. And yeah, the structure we'll take is here. So read through week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just to understand this basic structure as well. Here's an example of how that works. Then we've got 10 tips for better sleep. Sleep is going to be so important. Just recovery in general is so important, especially when you're focused on improving health and you're focused on getting stronger. and you focus on getting leaner, you really need to make sure you're recovering right. Otherwise, you're going to wind up really sore, really overwhelmed, and potentially even injure yourself. We're not going to let that happen. But recovery is so important. All right, and then lastly, we've got the food diary. So these are what you're going to fill out and send photos through of. So obviously, if you just stick to the plan, you're just going to be able to write exactly what you ate in the plan through these sections. If you choose to go off the plan and use MyFitnessPal to track calories for different meals that you have instead, or different meals that you swap in and out, you'll write those in, and you should be pretty clear on what your daily calories and the protein intake will be. That's in your meal plan, and if you go off your meal plan, you should still be able to just add those numbers up and include them. So fill in these and send them through. That's pretty much it. So yeah, go through that, have a read through it all, make sure it's all familiar, and get stuck in.